Hey there, good morning. I am John. Today is Monday, July 24th, 2023. Welcome back to a new week and a new entry in my daily vlog. Where I talk about the efforts of making content creation sustainable ever since I lost my job some months ago, and we run through the progress, and it's like the slowest unfolding drama you've ever seen as we stretch this out over the months that I'm going to run this experiment and see where we're at. Let's talk about not yesterday, Friday, actually. So you'll remember Friday I was trying to wrap up my new tier video to get that out. I wasn't sure. I needed to do the stand-up. I needed to do the editing, which were, too big. The editing is a huge chunk. The stand-up, not so much. So I want to talk some more about. I have a lot of stuff to talk about in a short week. Okay, quickly let's talk about shooting this video. The stand-up for the shoot was probably about 40 minutes to run through doing all that. Of course, several segments. And I got to, when I sat down to export the footage, because of a glitch with an HDMI cable that stopped the recording, I had lost a chunk of the recording. The good news is that I had been breaking it up into pieces to try to keep the files smaller to make them easier to move around. So the piece I lost was only about a 15-minute piece. So it's not like I lost, well, it would have been like two big files. I lost one small file instead because I saw the error happen. I just didn't know that I was going to lose the footage. So that put me behind because by the time you get the footage off and then you realize you don't have it, then you figure out where you're at, and then you get the lights back on and to re-record, it's nuts. If you ever wonder why, like you watch a video and somebody makes one little bobble, one little word, and rather than a reshoot, they do the thing where they pop up a word in the corner, right? You've seen me do it here, right? Like if I say duck, but I meant goose, right? So people talk and go, the best animal in the world is a duck, and that's my final word. And they meant to say goose, right? So they popped up goose in the corner to make sure. It's a weird example, but you know what I mean. The point is, it's because it's not as simple as just do a quick reshoot. Because often, the time between you shot it when you're editing it, you reconfigure everything, and to put the same clothes back on, the same hat, the same lighting, the same camera, the same position, it's a nightmare. Or I could just correct it with a little pop-up, right? So that wasn't. I couldn't just generate a pop-up to make that 15 minutes of stand-up footage. So I reshot that. It set me behind somewhat. So I'm like, man, I really wanted to release this by the weekend. So I had a ticket to go see Oppenheimer. I went ahead to see it, but in my mind, with the commitment that when I got back from the movie, I would finish the edit so I could release this on Saturday. So, to make this long story as short as possible, I know it's almost too late for that, is that I did get back from the movie about 11 o'clock, and I continued to edit and post this video. 2 a.m. is when I finally got done, 2:30 I think, by the time it was all ready. And then I went to bed, but I published it Saturday morning at 11 a.m. So, was it worth it? Well, in fewer than 2 days now, since I published this Saturday morning, it's now Monday morning, over, where are we at? 6,000 views or something? Yeah, over like 6,300 views. That's a great start for a video. Yeah, so that's doing really well. And beyond the views, beyond any subscribers that we gain from it, this is an evergreen thing, right? Coleco is not going to go back in time and release new video games in 1984, right? So those, I think it was 17, 13, I don't know how many games it was. They're 13, I think. Those games are always going to be the right games. So that content doesn't go anywhere. It's not like, in 2 years they go, well, that's way outdated. No, that's exactly right. So that's one of those cool evergreen content things that did well at the outset. And based on the evidence of the previous tiers that I've done, they continue to trickle views and do well for us. So that's a great investment of my time. That video effectively is already at the outset generating double what an average video does. And I would expect it to continue to increase that improvement vector too. Okay, I've talked a lot about that. Let's move on to talk about stats. Speaking of which, we were very close to a milestone on Friday morning. I don't think we talked about subscribers on Friday, but we were at 33,300 or something, and now we are at 33,500 and change in subscribers. So we're in good shape going into the end of the week. I would expect by, we might reach 30, what did I just say, 33.5. I would expect 33.6 by the weekend sometime, as we're currently hitting a little under 100. Yeah, so that's good stuff. Views took a little up and down tick, so it stopped being just a gradual fall. Of course, that new video did well, but look, the next surge will come. I know it will. It's just a matter of hanging out, waiting for that to happen. And let's talk about today then. So I want to talk about today in the context of today and tomorrow, because really I have 2 days to put work in this week, today and tomorrow. Wednesday we will be here for a vlog, but I'm not going to be working on Wednesday. I'm going to be prepping for my trip to Atlanta for the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. So between today and tomorrow, what I hope to accomplish is to record not one, but okay, optimistic. I would like to record both. I have 2 new of these little Atari XP cartridges. I have 2 more to knock out. They're sitting in a box back here. At least one I want to get done. If I can get 2 done, like I could release one on Tuesday and another one on Thursday when I'm driving, right? So I could still get 2 videos out this week, even though I won't be here to get the work done, because those are fairly formulaic. I know exactly what I need to do and what the steps are. I know I can get 1 done. I will get 1 done. Will I get 2 done? We'll see. I'd like to. We'll see how it goes. So the last thing I want to talk about, look, is I don't know what it is, but this will make sense in a second. We talked, oh man, it had to be Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. We talked about how, I meet more people through the course of this that open up, if this doesn't pan out like I really, really hope it will, other things, might happen as I meet other people, and other doors are kind of creaking open a little bit. That I got so I can talk to you about it today, because I don't yet have any kind of agreement or anything, because I haven't had a further discussion. And I'm not going to drop any names or anything, but I got an email on Friday from a producer of, it's a company that makes documentaries, and the wording was simply, I wanted to speak with you about participating in a documentary. I don't know what that is, I went and looked at the work, and this is a company that does documentaries for, discovery and history and things like that. Who knows? But it sounds, at the most. So I have a meeting today with in the afternoon to find out what's going on and what they want to talk about. My wildest dreams, what I probably expect this is maybe somebody is doing some kind of a documentary. And you know how they do those talking heads? Like you just got the guy in the corner goes, yeah, I was there, I remember that, it was a crazy time, right? They just cut to that, somebody sitting in a room with a dramatic lighting. Maybe they're looking for talking heads about that, and maybe around my area of expertise. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. I have no idea. But it hit me on a week when stats were down and things were rough, and I knew I was gonna have a short week this week, to have another one of those like, oh, what it tells me is we're definitely getting outside of the bubble we were in, and people are seeing the work that's being done. They're seeing me standing here every day, not on the vlog, but they're seeing me standing, talking about Atari games every day, or introducing, nostalgic technology or whatever. Could be anything. Anyway, I want to share it with you because it's exciting, and sharing things with you, exciting or otherwise, here is what I do. And I don't know. Look, tomorrow morning I will have had, unless something goes wrong, tomorrow morning I will have had the call. So tomorrow on the vlog, I will tell you what it's about, if I can. I will tell you more. I'll tell you whatever I'm able to tell you. Look, nobody told me it's a secret. That's why I'm talking to you now. And if tomorrow if I talk today and they go, and now don't tell anybody, I'll go, I didn't, because I had nothing to tell you other than I had a call with someone. But isn't that interesting? Isn't that cool? It's, I don't know what to think, but it was definitely, it was a jolt of uptick on a week that otherwise, we were watching stats kind of slide, which we've hardened ourselves to somewhat. By we, I mean me. I've hardened myself to it, but it's still, it's still like, oh God, the stats, come on. And to have something like that pop up, like, oh, I can stop focusing on this minutia. There's a big picture. There's more happening. There are more opportunities and more cool things that could be coming. So, hooray! It's exciting. So for me, I if you're here every day, it might be probably exciting for you to see me not so bummed. I don't know. I'll tell you more tomorrow when I find out. And keep in mind, of course, we will have today, tomorrow, and Wednesday vlogs. We will not have vlogs throughout the rest of the week until next Tuesday. So short week, prepare yourself. I'm preparing myself as I get ready for the trip to Atlanta to see a bunch of friends and have a great time at the Southern Fried Gaming Expo up there. Okay, I'm going to get busy today. I want to thank you for stopping to check out today's vlog if you did. Even though it was full of information that really was not information. It was just maybe information, you know, kind of stuff. If you're here every day, I love you for that. You know that I do. Thank you so much for being part of my support system and helping me stay motivated and keep this stuff on the rails. Have a fantastic Monday. Do something good for yourself if at all possible, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.